Dive into the ultimate Bible quiz challenge. Join us for an exciting quiz that will put your biblical knowledge to the test. Get ready for a fun and educational journey through the scriptures. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Question 1. Whose wife instructed him to curse God and die when he was suffering many afflictions? The answer is, Job. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God, and die. Job 2 verse 9. Question 2. Who said unto Paul, Almost thou persuadest me to be a Christian? The answer is, Agrippa. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Almost thou persuadest me to be a Christian. Acts 26 verse 28. Question 3. Which prophet was told to marry a prostitute? The answer is, Hosea. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. Hosea 1 verse 2. Question 4. Which unhappily married woman prevented a battle of bloodshed? The answer is, Abigail. And when Abigail saw David, she hasted, and lighted off the ass, and fell before David on her face, and bowed herself to the ground, and fell at his feet, and said, Upon me, my Lord, upon me let this iniquity be, and let thine handmaid, I pray thee, speak in thine audience, and hear the words of thine handmaid. 1 Samuel 25 verses 23 to 24. Question 5. How many young men went to war against Israel to regain the kingdom for Rehoboam, son of Solomon? The answer is 180. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah, with the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam the son of Solomon. 1 Kings 12 verse 21. Question 6. Which prophet confronted King Ahab and Jezebel? The answer is, Elijah. And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou, and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Lord, and thou hast followed Baalim. 1 Kings 18 verse 18. Question 7. How did Mary, the sister of Martha, prepare Jesus' body for burial? The answer is, anointed it with perfume. Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair, and the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. John 12 verse 3. Question 8. When Jesus was on the cross, what did they give him to drink? The answer is, sour wine mixed with gall. They gave him vinegar to drink mingled with gall, and when he had tasted thereof, he would not drink. Matthew 27 verse 34. Question 9. Naaman went to the prophet Elisha to be recovered from what condition? The answer is leprosy. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. 2 Kings 5 verse 10. Question 10. Which prophet was thrown into a pit by his brothers? The answer is Joseph, and they took him, and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. Genesis 37 verse 24. Question 11. What happened to the seeds that fell among thorns in the parable? The answer is choked by thorns, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up, and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. Mark for verse 7. Question 12. Who did God tell to leave his country and go to a land he would show him? The answer is Abraham. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. For Genesis 12 verse 1. Question 13. What did Nathan prophesy to David regarding the consequences of his sin with Bathsheba? The answer is, Nathan prophesied that the sword shall never depart from David's house. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. 2 Samuel 12 verse 10. Question 14. When Jesus first appeared to the disciples after rising from the dead, how did he greet them? The answer is, Peace be with you. Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, came Jesus, and stood in the midst, and saith unto them, Peace be unto you. John 20 verse 19. Question 15. When Baal's prophets could not call fire from heaven, what prophet mocked them, saying perhaps their God was asleep? The answer is Elijah. And it came to pass at noon, that Elijah mocked them, and said, Cry aloud, for he is a God, either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth, and must be awaked. 1 Kings 18 verse 27. Question 16. During the event of feeding of the 5,000, who did Peter find? The answer is a bowl, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, saith unto him, There is a lad here, which hath 5 barley loaves, and 2 small fishes, but what are they among so many? John 6 verses 8 to 9. Question 17. What was the name of Moses' first son? The answer is Gershom, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. Exodus 2 verse 22. Question 18. Who was the king of Salem that blessed Abram? The answer is Melchizedek, and Melchizedek king of Salem brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. Genesis 14 verse 18. Question 19. What Jewish celebration brought Jesus to Jerusalem? The answer is Passover. Then Jesus 6 days before the Passover came to Bethany, where Lazarus was which had been dead, whom he raised from the dead. John 12 verse 1. Question 20. When Jesus was walking on the water, how did Simon Peter demonstrate his faith? The answer is requested to walk on water. And in the fourth watch of the night Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit, and they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. Matthew 14 verses 25 to 28. Question 21. Who was Moses speaking to when he said, Choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek? The answer is Joshua. And Moses said unto Joshua, Choose us out men, and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in mine hand. Exodus 17 verse 9. Dive into the ultimate Bible quiz challenge. Join us for an exciting quiz that will put your biblical knowledge to the test. Get ready for a fun and educational journey through the scriptures. Don't forget to subscribe for more.